Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion.
Yes, welcome back to the Stockwell Roche Show. I'm Jason Stockwell.
Josh Roche.
Josh Roche.
Dr. Dre.
We're here with Jason Light with Envoy Mortgage and John Zeman with Vanquish AP. We talked about apartment comeback, or apartments being built. Now we're talking about the condo comeback. And the comeback of condo buildings, and this is one of them we talked about in the last segment, where Lattice has revealed renderings or unveils renderings for a 40-foot luxury tower that is right on the river.
Yeah. That's great. Condos are coming back, but we still have so much, not a lot of inventory in the Twin Cities right now. You go out there and you try to search for a condo downtown, and there's very little that are for sale. They're rentals. People
What
are
did I
turning them
see
into rentals.
the other day? There was a condo that sold. Oh, it was in New York, but it was. But still, it sold for 300% return. One of the guys from $1 Million Listing Agent, Ryan, sold one, and from 2000, I don't know what year it was, but it was a 300% return on what they bought it for to what it sold for. And there was one actually in the Carlisle. I was talking with Bob Lux when we were going through Latitude 45. He showed me one in the Carlisle, the penthouse, that he designed and built. Bob was the designer or the developer of the Carlisle, and the penthouse sold for $1.5 million back then. I think it was $1.5 million, and it just sold again $4.5 million.
Jeez.
Oh, wow. So the condos are in high demand down there, and
they're very high demand. I've got buyers right now wanting to find a condo downtown, willing to spend over $1 million, and they're hard to find.
Really? Yeah, and they're nice. That's the beauty. I mean, I think a lot of these places that are making really nice apartments, those are the condo buyers too. If they like downtown and they're going to stay downtown, they may be the condo buyers. Or maybe the condo buyers are the... Actually, I think this is more accurate. The condo buyers are a lot of the seniors or the silver hair tsunami that is selling their 4,000 square foot home
out in the suburban.
in Orono, Eden Prairie, suburbs. Egan, and then they're moving in to the Twin
Silver
Cities.
hair tsunami.
Yes.
I like that. I've never heard that before.
Well,
we've heard it on the show many times.
We say it with love because Josh is actually getting silver hair. I'm getting silver hair, and our loved ones do have silver hair already. So, or they should have silver hair, but they have a great stylist maybe that takes care of them. But condos are coming back. It says this is from RIS Media. Condos are back and outpacing single-family homes in appreciation. That is something that is noteworthy. Condos are outpacing single-family homes in appreciation.
Because they're in such limited supply.
Wow.
That's why.
It says condos are appreciating faster than single-family homes in markets across the United States, especially where job markets are thriving or urban renewal is underway, according to the third quarter Zillow September real estate market conditions report. Condos in the U.S. are appreciating at a rate of 5.1%. 5.1% for condo appreciation compared to 3.7% for single-family homes. Condo values did crash during the housing bust and kicked off the Great Recession back in November 2008. They decreased by 11% in that 1 year, and single families only decreased by 6.5%.
And that's national. That's national, right? That's national numbers.
But then they go over specific cities and where they are, and they rank them by where they are. And I don't see...
We're not on there.
We're not on the top. Actually, I take that back. We are. Condos, 4.8%.
That's really good.
In Minneapolis.
I just know there's such limited supply. That's
Appreciation.
why you're seeing the appreciation that we're seeing. There's just not a lot out there.
John, have you seen anybody take a condo, convert it back to apartments? Have you ever heard of that strategy? Call it a reverse conversion, right? Yep. Reverse conversion.
I haven't dealt with an investor that's done it, but yeah, people do it. So I mean,
I just think that's so weird because you look at it. Someone's got a condo. They're on title. You have to get bought out to actually.
Everybody, you have to buy
everybody's got to
out.
get bought out to do that. But it's happening.
And it might be not happening anymore if condos keep going up in appreciation.
Right.
You won't where it won't make sense to buy them out to do apartment.
Well, you're going to see
rentals.
why they're doing it. It's because the rental rates are so high. That's where people want to make their money, is because the rental rates are so high. So they're converting these condos back into rental properties because of the high rental rates.
Yep. The people that are, for you folks that are out there renting, some of you might be perfect scenario for you, and we don't want to deter you from that if it works great for you. But there are many reasons why it'd be good to maybe buy that place. So reach out to us to maybe see about buying and saving money. Or if you just want to have fun while you can and you're young, great. Rent Latitude 45 or go live somewhere like that where you have a lot of fun. But if you're in that time frame or that stage of life where something happens and you want to have a house or maybe something of your own, call us for that. There's a lot of money out there, I said before, a lot of money available for a lot of things. And here's maybe why. I'll read one more thing from Elliot Eisenberg, our great buddy Elliot Eisenberg. Here's what he says. Congressional compromise. Absent of any fanfare, finagling, or fireworks, Congress finally raised the debt ceiling. They reauthorized the Export-Import Bank and reached a budget deal that raises spending by $50 billion in fiscal year of 16, $30 billion in 17. This is unambiguously good. It also means that federal government spending will be slightly stimulative, boosting GDP in fiscal year 2016 and 17 by 0.25% and 0.15 respectively. So and adding $240,000 jobs per year. So that's part of the reason if you keep raising the debt ceiling, you keep spending money, money's flowing, everybody's having a great time,
up,
everybody's doing wonderful. So that's scary sometimes. But
it is scary. It's scary. It reminds us a little bit of what happened in 2006, 2007. We're just not seeing the skyrocket in the appreciation in the single-family homes that we saw back then.
But here's something that says, it's not necessarily skyrocketing, but Kay Schiller just said that home prices
going up. Yep.
In August had a 5.1% increase just in August.
Just in
alone.
August.
Mm-hmm. It's heavy appreciation, folks. So it's good. So there are deals still to be had. Call us if you want to find if you're a buyer looking for a home and want a good deal and don't want to get stuck holding the bag if something does happen. Call us at 651-400-0773, 651-400-0773, and we'll be happy to help out with that. Any other news from a leasing standpoint, John? Talk about maximizing profits. If you're doing it yourself and you're handling your leasing yourself or you're handling your management yourself, you might not be maximizing profits. Do you have a couple stories or examples, maybe, John, other than the one I gave myself, but of others who have kind of been reluctant to give up the control but then are grateful that they did?
Yeah, sure. So what's nice with us, and I guess probably most management companies do this too, but we track every expense that comes in of your property. Mortgage, insurance, HOA, everything that we don't pay them all for you, but we do track them. So, year over year, the first year, while we gather all this information and expenses and things like that, we just kind of lease out at a certain percentage higher maybe. But the next year is really cool because our system automatically says, well, guess what? Expenses actually from last year to this year went up 4%.
So it analyzes the data and
analyzes all the data, and it will automatically then release
really nice.
at least 4% higher. It won't allow us to
That's the
go.
rate. 4% has been the rate lately for increase in a year over year for rental.
No, that's an example. It's not been that high.
Oh,
though.
okay.
What is
it at?
It's somewhere right around a little higher than 2%.
Is it?
Somewhere
Okay.
right in there. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I was gonna say 4 is good.
Stuff like that. So anyway, so like with us, we automatically release so you always keep your profit margin. Owners have really liked that a lot so far. So that's been that. As far as leasing it yourself, things like that. Yes, you save on the leasing fee because you don't have to pay somebody to do it. But once again, you're not as effective because it's not your job. Most people have day jobs. They can't get there during the day. They can't, do showings all the
It affects your
time.
quality way of life. And if you're out there and you want to have a wife and kids at home that love you, I mean, you're spending all your time running around doing properties. I've got investors that do that right now.
Yep.
And things don't go so well with family.
Well,
time.
and even leasing yourself,
Right.
If let's say your property is in, I don't know, Fridley or northeast Minneapolis, and let's say you live in Andover, I don't know, that drive time to show the tenants.
It's just,
and guess what, folks? I hate to say it, no offense to you tenants out there, but sometimes they don't show up. They don't show up for your appointment, right, Josh?
Oh my gosh.
Jason. I don't know about
Shaking my
Jason
head.
for mortgage
Yes.
meetings, but when they're not there, so that's a waste of time. You're wasting your time and energy on that, and you might not be the best screener of people. You might be like me, where you're a little too nice, maybe a little.
Like,
you hear the story, like, okay,
got
that's
a check?
fine. We'll work through that. The check. Oh yeah, and don't deposit
good.
it. Don't deposit it until when? Oh, okay, yeah, we can. We'll do that. We'll hold on to it.
Well, here's the keys then. Anyways, you need to move in over the weekend. Yeah, you're right. Okay, just here's the keys then, and yeah.
No, they're nice. John is. I'm not saying they're mean to people, but they're actually. It's run more like a business. It's run like someone would do as a business, like someone who owned an apartment building. They were building an apartment building. So great information. We'll be back talking more about condos, making money. Jason Light's going to share more about mortgages. I'm Jason Stockwell with Remax Results.
Josh O'Shea, Remax Advantage Plus.
We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Oh, you got your radio on. So this is my so sad comeback song.